Hello. Today I'm talking about why I finally stopped waiting for the perfect time, stop excuses holding me back. For example, I'll make my first video when I buy a better microphone. I'll start my channel once I figure out the perfect logo, the perfect name, and the perfect channel banner. And honestly, one of my biggest fears was speaking English. Since English isn't my native language, I kept overthinking everything. What if my accent sounds strange and people don't like it? What if I mess up my pronunciations or struggle to find the right words? Maybe I should practice for another 6 months before I hit record. Does it sound familiar? It's what I like to call the I'll start when, and then nothing happens. We convince ourselves that we're working on our goal by endlessly preparing for it. We watch dozens of tutorials on YouTube algorithm, on storytelling. We learn about software, sound software, editing software. We even buy software, and we make notes, we organize folders, we make scripts, we record, we delete, we record, but deep down, none of that is progress. It's just fancy procrastination. We pretend we are being responsible and doing something, but in reality, we're just hiding before some of our insecurities. Because as long as the video stays in our editing software, it's safe. It can't be judged, and your English doesn't have to be tested in front of a big audience or a small audience or like 5 people. A few weeks ago, I realized something that kind of blew my mind. Perfectionism isn't actually about having high standards, it's about fear. It's the fear of putting yourself out there, creating something real, and having it all fall short of what you envision. We compare our day 1 to someone else's day 100 or day 1000. We look at creators who have spent a decade refining their voice, their editing styles, molded themselves to the people that watch them, and their presence, and we expect ourselves to match that standard on our very first try. And when we realize our first draft isn't a masterpiece, we get ashamed and embarrassed, and we panic. We delete the file and tell ourselves, I'm not just ready. I need to work a lot more to make it ready to show to other people. But there's the brutal truth I had to face. You can't get better at something you never actually do. You can read every book about swimming, but until you jump into the water, you're not swimming. You're just standing on the edge, getting wet from someone else. How did I get from staring at a blank screen for months to actually recording the audio over a random gameplay clip? I learned about a concept called the 70% rule. The idea is very simple. If you have an idea and or a draft and you feel about 70% of it is good, you release it. You don't spend another week, another month, how long you take to just try to squeeze out the remaining 30% to reach perfection. Because the last 30% takes 90% of the effort and brings diminishing returns. I realized that my first video should be a bit awkward. It should have flaws, a lot of flaws actually. Every single creator you admire, the first video were terrible compared to what they make today, and that's not an insult, it's a rite of passage. Your first video isn't supposed to be your legacy, it's supposed to be your permission slip to start. If you're sitting on a project right now, here are the 3 mindset shifts that finally forced me to hit the upload button. First, action creates clarity, not thinking. You cannot think your way into finding your voice on YouTube. You find your voice by speaking into your microphone repeatedly until it feels natural. Second, nobody cares as much as you think they do. We often hesitate because we are worried about what our friends, family, or strangers on the internet will think. But the reality is, most people are absorbed in their own lives. If someone watches your video and doesn't like it, they move on 5 seconds later, and you are the only one holding on to that judgment. The third and last, is give yourself a deadline and stick to it. I decided that no matter what, whatever the script felt polished or not, this video was going up today. So this is just my second time speaking, and I will upload it as it is. Setting a firm boundary stops you from endlessly tweaking everything, and in the end, nothing changes. Now you might be asking, okay, so what is this channel going to be about? Well, plain and simple, I love gaming. This is going to be the heart of this channel. I am a huge fan of Minecraft and a lot of other games. And one of my biggest goals is to start a long-term series in my own survival world that I've had for some time, and I always said, oh, I want to record and make videos of it. And I even stopped playing because I was like, I don't want to play more because I want to show to everyone the world. So now I want to be able to play and share everything. And also I want to do a little bit of everything, where I'll be mixing with other games. I'll try other games, some trending titles, for example, games that just receive a massive update, or games that I get recommended by you guys. Plus, I'm also planning to do longer live streams for those who want to hang out, chat, and get more involved. Can just do that in real time and experience the game together. So that's all I want to say right now, and that's what I want the channel to become. If you made this far into the video, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. It means a lot to have you here right now at the very beginning of this journey. If you're currently holding yourself back from starting your own thing, whatever it is, let this video be your sign to just jump in. You don't need a perfect setup or the best English, as you can see, to start. You just need to press record. Please, if you want to help, make sure to drop a like and subscribe so that you don't miss my upcoming videos, and drop a comment down below. What game do you think I should try next? Or what's something you've been putting off because you're waiting for the perfection? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.